I'd do a seated Pilates class for you. So if you have a long band for this class, so I want you to start with your heels together, feet together, take the heels apart and then the feet so the legs are parallel. Just come right to the very edge of your seat, so you're literally almost perched on the end but on your seat bones. Draw the belly button in, draw the low rib cage in, grow tall through the crown of your head, and you're literally just perched on your seat bones. You're not slouched into them, you're perched. So do a couple of pelvic tilts and make sure that you're sat really nice and tall on top of your seat bones and the feet are grounded through the floor. A nice breath in through your nose, and you're going to take the scarf behind you, and we'll start with doing scarf breathing. Okay, so this is to get you breathing into the back and sides of the rib cage. So get the band really nice and wide around the back of your rib cage. So I want you to take a breath in through your nose, relax the shoulders down away from your ears, and breathe in to the back and the sides of your rib cage and feel the band expand. So not breathing into your neck and the accessory respiratory muscles, but into the bottom and the back of your rib cage. And as you breathe out, all of that stale air, you feel the ribs close down towards the spine, the low ribs at the front towards the spine. Breathing in again. And breathing out. So grow taller through your waist, draw the belly button in, draw the low rib cage in, feel your shoulders wide in your back and the length across the front of your collarbones, nice and open. Lengthen your neck and keep growing through the crown of your head while perching on the top of both of your seat bones. So we're going to continue with that lateral breathing into the back and the sides of the rib cage throughout. Okay, not going to stress the neck at all. Okay, so taking the band, this is going to do our normal rib cage closure. Going to reach your way forwards, and as you reach your way forwards, you draw into your centre, low rib cage in, belly button in, and then you're reaching up and away. Keep the shoulders relaxed down your back. Reach up, you've got a slight bit of tension on the band, and then reach away. And then you can press the band into your knees and take the arms back into shoulder extension. So shoulder flexion, as the arms reach up, reach, and then down to extension. And as the arm comes up here, just put a little bit, increase the tension on it a bit, squeeze your shoulder blades together slightly, and then down. So we're looking for shoulder stability as well, slight bit of tension, and forwards. Now let's increase the range here. You're going to reach up and you're going to widen the band, so make sure you haven't got too much tension on the band. Really opening through the collarbones, the chest, the pecs. The arms come down, really reaching away from you as the arms come back behind, but keep drawing the belly button in and the low rib cage in and the pelvic floor up. And then reach away to bring the arms up. This is a bit I love. I can feel it stretching through the front of my chest. Using your breath still. And down. And again, to take a breath in and out. So I'm reaching away, I'm centering through my middle, but I'm reaching away through my limbs. Fingertips as far away from me as possible. So reaching down and away to come back over. Oh, feel that stretch, that opening of the collarbones. Try and relax your neck. I don't want you feeling it in the neck. Oh, how nice is that? And one more. And coming up. And over again. Okay, so now we're going to move the spine through lateral flexion, side bends. So you could just do your side bend like so. So you start with the head, the neck, mid back, low back. Keep both seat bones in contact with the mat, reaching down through your side and the other side. If you wanted to, reach away, draw the belly button, the low rib cage in, shoulders are fixed on your back. And then you reach up and over, like your head's a P on the fork as you go over. And then you can just gently pull that arm down, breathe into the sides of your rib cage. So you splay those ribs, centre, use your waist to bring you back up. Shoulders are down your back. Other side. Take a breath in as you breathe into your side. Pause, and then breathe out to come over. And again, over. Breathe into your side and your waist as you reach down. And just relax, roll the shoulders. Okay, so now we're going to do rotations. So take the band up again. And this time, bit of tension, but you're going to pull the elbows wide. You can have the band slightly behind your head, so long as it doesn't force your head forward. So I don't want the head being forced forward. The head still needs to sit on top of your spine. Almost press the back of your head into your band. Keep your elbows hidden, your forearms hidden behind your band. So you're connected around your back. Low rib cage is drawn in, belly button's drawn in, and you're going to rotate. Oh, that feels so good. Reaching up through the crown of your head, still sitting perched on top of your seat bones. Back through the centre and round. Think about going taller through your waist each time. Good, back to centre and reach down. Excellent. So we're currently during the coronavirus, so lots of sitting. So sitting workout is quite a good idea. And it's so easy, all you need is a band. Drop the elbows towards the floor, but I'm going to do another one with mini bands, with balls. I've got anti-spasms, got all sorts of things. So this now is what we call dumb waiter in Pilates, I guess. And the idea here is you keep the elbows in towards the waist, so you breathe in and take the arms wide, the forearms wide, and then back. And this is working the rotator cuff muscles, but you're going to feel the low rib cage draw toward the spine, the belly button is in, the waist is long, pelvic floor is drawn up, and you're perched on top of your seat bones, drawing up through the crown of your head. So always thinking about length and stability. Lengthen the spine and stability, the pelvis, spine, shoulder girdle. Oh, it's quite strong. You should feel it sort of around the back of your shoulder blades and armpits. Okay, good. And relax. Okay, so we're just going to do a forward roll. Roll, 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 roll. Your seat bones will lift up. And then tuck your tailbone under, come up, and then you're just going to reach up and extend. So I'm kind of arching my back now, reaching up. The arms come down, rolling, 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 rolling forwards. Draw the belly button towards your spine, you're like in your cat. Do a roll down. Tuck the tailbone under, coming up. I'll do one more, but I'll do it from the side so you can see. So I'm rolling, 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 rolling. And then tucking the tailbone under to restack, arms come up, and then just extend, shoulders are down your back, and relax. Okay, so coming to the front, let's think about our legs and our feet. Okay, so you're going to start off just by warming up the legs, so pick up one heel and then the other, so you're kind of pedaling your feet. Hopefully you can see my feet in the picture. There we go. So warming up through the toes, the arches, the ankles. Okay, and then you're going to peel the toes off. Lift the knee, toes down, peel the heel off, knee up. Peel the heel off, knee follows. Just lift it as high as you comfortably can without rolling backwards. So keep almost sort of hinging forward at the hips so you don't roll backwards. You're going to feel this around your waist as well. And hopefully not too much in the hip flexors, although that's what we are doing. I want you to work through here as much as you can. Okay, now with the feet on the floor, we're going to work the arches. So you're going to spread your toes, so pick up the base of the big toe, spread the toes all the way to the little toe. Okay, and then you're going to try and draw the base of your toes towards your heel without scrunching the toes too much. I know that's quite difficult, but literally try and think about just lifting just underneath the arch, the base of the toes to the arch, just to lift. And now you're going to think about really scrunching the toes in and then pick the toes up, balls of the feet go down and then draw the toes towards you. So I'm extending my toes, the place the balls of the toes down, and then I'm scrunching and I'm trying to draw it towards my heels, and then I'm bringing the ankles up and then I'm releasing and down. So we do this in a normal Pilates class lying down, so you the ankle can't flex as much, that's all sitting. But if you had some toilet paper, imagine that you're drawing that towards you. This is such a good exercise for working the feet, working the arches. You can alternate the feet as well as I'm doing. Excellent, okay, good. So, feet together, and then you can do your knee drops, so that you roll onto the outside of the foot as you externally rotate from the hip. So obviously if we had mini bands, this would have a resistance to work into. So this is more about mobility and range of movement and actually doing the movement. You could pick the leg up and take it out and in, out and in. So this is abduction, abduct to take away. Okay, so next thing, we need to be able to get up from sitting. Put your hands on your thighs, press into the thighs, but just don't slouch to the neck. See, watch my shoulders. Shoulders are down the back. I'm secure around the back of my shoulders. Press into the hands, and I'm just going to start to sort of almost rock forwards, and I'm up. Rock forwards, and then squeeze the glutes, inner thighs to stand up. Hands down, and you see what this has become? This is like our squat. When we sit back on our toilet seat or dirty toilet seat. Okay? So we do this in class quite regularly anyway, but this is your squat, so you're more into your heels, and then you squeeze your inner thigh, seat bones, drop the pelvic floor, and then you open through the front of the hips, standing nice and tall, and back. So these exercises are great for keeping us able to go up steps, to sit up and down. Okay, now, you're going to take one foot off, and you're just going to come up and down. So it's like a one-legged squat, so there's no weight in this foot really. I'm doing it all in this leg. Try and keep my balance. I'm just going to put my toe there just so I can perch, but all the work is going on through this thigh and the glutes on this leg. So you're going to probably do 8 to 12 repetitions, and then we'll take that foot down, lift the other one, and up and down. So keep the knee tracking forwards over the second toe joint, keep the low rib cage and the tummy drawn in, shoulders are down my back, I'm still wide through the collarbone, long in the neck. Good, and sit down. Okay, next one, we're going to work the triceps. So all the equipment you need is one of your kitchen chairs. This is a brilliant tool for your exercises. So put your hands on the chair, and then you're just going to slide forwards. We're going to do tricep dips. So wide through the collarbones, and try and, first of all, push yourself away from the chair. My bottom's not on it. And then you're just going to try and bend the elbows towards one another and towards the chair. I'll show you sideways on as well. Not got as much space, but so the bottom's just off, and then I'm pushing away to start with, so I'm really open through the chest, wide through the collarbone, and then I'm just drawing my elbows and my shoulder blades towards one another. Just make sure your chair doesn't tip up. So you really do have to concentrate on weight distribution for this. So again, dip, push up, dip, push up. So you shouldn't see my elbows doing that, drawing them together behind me, up. So this is your tricep dips. Oh, so that's 10, that'll do. Oh, that's quite a workout. Just stretch them off, bring them across in front. Okay, so I've got one more, this is a bit more heavy duty. And this is your glute bridges, but we can do them on a chair. You might not see my head when I do this, but that's okay. So, amazing what you can do with a chair. Okay, so rather than doing our curl up, our spine curls, we're just going to do our glute bridges. So you're going to take a breath in to prepare, in through your nose, and you're going to squeeze your seat bones together and push straight up and down, push straight up and down, straight up. So this is great for your glutes. You might feel it in your hamstrings as well, but this is a good one for strengthening your hamstrings. Most people think their hamstrings are too tight, but they're often overworking because the glutes are not. And actually, you could do with strengthening them up, and then they won't fatigue or get cramp. If something's already too lengthened, you don't want to stretch it anymore, you want to strengthen it. Oh! So obviously here you could take one foot off. I'm only going to do 5 of these. 3, 4, 5. Okay, then just to finish, a little stretch. Okay, so you can put your foot on the chair. Probably don't want to be wearing a skirt for this. And then you can just hinge into it. So try and keep the shin at the front vertical, and then the stretch is coming down the front of the hips. So you need to tuck under, draw the tummy in. That feels quite nice. Then we'll do a hamstring stretch. So now you're going to take the bottom back, lifting the seat bones, feel the stretch through the hamstrings. So when you're warmed up, you can do more of a dynamic stretch, but if you're cold, so you wouldn't do dynamic stretches you wouldn't do static stretching at the beginning of a workout. You move in and out of it. And you only do that when you're warmed up anyway, which we are. Okay, so now you could do the adductors, sitting down. See this leg, the knee is to the front. So I'm getting in my adductors. Add is to bring together the inner thigh. Okay, let's do the other side. So, opening through the front of this hip, lunge in, keep this shin vertical. And then we're going to take the seat bones backwards. Ooh. And this is the hamstring here. It's getting stretched. Just going to have a slight interruption, I think. Bless him, he didn't want to join in. And then we do the inner thigh adductors. So if this is too much for you on the chair, do the normal one. You can sit as back as much as you want, or not. Or you can have the knee on the floor. So many variations. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching if you have.